Yes, so let's discuss the different wage acts. We had studied three different wage acts. Not exactly three. One was bonus. The other two acts were uh, the Payment of Wages Act, the Minimum Wages Act, and the other one was the Payment of Bonus Act. See what I'm going to do is I've put these in tables. We're going to discuss the different aspects of these acts. Just a summary for revision purpose. Please go back to the respective acts and learn the details and then come back here for a revision. See what aspects of an employee's work life do these acts, do these laws address? The Payment of Wages Act, it addresses the regularity and transparency when it comes to paying wages. It does not fix the rates. Fixing the rates in particular industries is what is done in the Minimum Wages Act. This act takes care of whatever is the fair wage, a baseline, a slab below which no employer can go. Okay, so that to ensure a basic standard of living for employees. And what is bonus? Bonus goes one step forward. It talks about profit sharing. Bonus is profit sharing to do what? To increase productivity, to increase the employee morale. So these are the three different objectives of these three different acts, three different aims. Now, what is the social justice aspect here? Another thing that you can club with the objectives itself. Payment of Wages Act protects workers from delayed or unfair payments, includes deductions and everything. I hope you remember from the class. The Minimum Wages Act talks about providing baseline minimum living wages, okay, which are in accordance with the modern times, not in accordance with the 1950s maybe. And the Bonus Act, it encourages participation of labor in whatever prosperity, the money that is generated by the particular corporation, enterprise, factory, whatever. And how are wages defined in each act? According to Payment of Wages Act, all remuneration, but excluding bonus, PF, gratuity, or anything, your basic wage, okay, your basic wage. But in Minimum Wages Act, it also includes basic wage plus DA or dearness allowance. What is dearness allowance means? Cost of living allowance, okay, cost of living allowance. Along with that, one more thing was there, right? Remember the cash value of concessions, maybe food concessions and all those things. That is also there in the Payment of Bonus Act. The Payment of Bonus Act, why does it define what is Wages, because according to that is what we calculate the bonus. Remember, 8.33% to 20%. So here the wages forms the basis of bonus calculation. It includes basic pay plus DA plus food concession and all of that. Who is an employee? This is important, right? Wage ceiling is there. In Payment of Wages Act, anyone who earns 24,000 or below, those people are covered under this act, the Payment of Wages Act. The provisions of this act apply to those employees who earn 24,000 or below. And for Payment of Bonus Act, we are talking about establishments with that. Will come to that. The salary ceiling is 21,000 rupees. Please don't get it confused. 21,000 and below, not above, 21,000 and below, to get what? Bonus, mandatory bonus. Now use your common sense. For Minimum Wage Act, there is no minimum wage limit. Everyone should get their minimum wage. This was a mistake that someone had made in a midterm exam. Please be careful. Now, who is an employer? Payment of wage, not terribly important, somewhat similar only. Owner, manager, agent responsible for payment of wages. Any person employing one or more in scheduled employment. Remember, scheduled employment is where in those sectors where the government sets the particular minimum wage rate. Not terribly important. They will not ask you the definition of employer and all if you write. Good. Uh, Now, what about deductions? The Payment of Wages Act talks about deductions, legal deductions, authorized deductions. It can be fines, abscess, damages, rent, advances, taxes, PF contributions. Remember sabotage and all of that. So all of that comes under the Payment of Wages Act. Legal deductions. The employer can deduct for all of these. Minimum Wages Act does not talk about any of that. Okay, it talks about minimum wage. Payment of for bonus, none of this applies. Okay, your bonus deductions will be made from that only if there is some kind of misconduct or some loss that you caused to the employer, or else there is no deduction. So the Payment of Wages Act is what talks mainly about permissible authorized deductions. Now, what is the wage period? What is the wage period? Payment of Wages Act, wage period is 1 month. In the USA and all, if you go there, wage period is weekly payout is there, weekly payout. We don't have that. 1 month, 1 month. Minimum Wages Act, not it that does not come under the purview of this act. This act talks about minimum wage, not what is the wage period. Payment of Bonus Act, there yearly bonus is paid yearly. Bonus is paid yearly. And when should it be paid? Um, yes, accounting year as wage reference for bonus. So bonus is not paid monthly, bonus is paid yearly, but Payment of Wages Act, wages, salary. Salary should be paid monthly. You cannot tell someone that I will give you salary once every 2 months. Not possible. Next thing, time of payment. Time of payment, either before 7th or the 10th day after the wage period. I hope you remember this. Why are these two dates important? 7th and 10th. Yes, I hope you understand these two dates, the significance. 1,000 workers. Remember the limit, 1,000 workers. If an organization has more than 1,000 workers, they should pay the salary after 10th. They can pay the salary after 10th. If it is below 1,000 workers, they should pay their salary by 7th. Minimum Wage Act that is not why that act is there for, right? So not applicable. Pay bonus. What is the maximum time to pay bonus? This financial year, right? This accounting year. Suppose financial year, 1 year. After that, you can take maybe 8 more months to pay the bonus, not more than that. So within 8 months of accounting year closure. So our accounting year 25, 26 is closed. You can take 8 more months to pay the bonus, not more than that. Okay. Next thing is minimum wages. Minimum wages, obviously, only the Minimum Wage Act talks about that, right? The government fixes the minimum wage rates considering the cost of living, the region, and all of that. I hope you remember all of that and go back how it is fixed. Sorry, the committee method, whatever method. I hope you remember all of that. Please go back to the act and refer it. The next thing would be bonus. Again, only the Bonus Act talks about bonus, right? Remember the mm, rate minimum is 8.33% of the employee's monthly salary, average monthly salary. It can go up to a maximum of 20%. That is employer discretion. If I want, I can pay 20%, up to 20%. That is up to me. But minimum 8.33% I have to pay. And I hope you remember the concepts set on and set off. It only applies to the Bonus Act, right? What is set on, what is set off? Please, if you don't remember this, please go back. It talks about surplus. Remember allocable surplus and all of that. So if there is a surplus, if there is no surplus, what will you do? What is set on, what is set off? Important concepts. Please go back and refer to what is set on and what is set off. And again, simple things. Inspectors are there to ensure timely payment and lawful deductions in what? Payment of Wages Act. Minimum Wages Act. Inspectors are appointed to check payment and the different conditions. And Payment of Bonus Act. No inspectors, labor authorities, labor commissioner or assistant labor commissioner, whoever. And the claims procedure. All Payment of Wages Act related claims to the authority should be made within 12 months. So after 1 year, if you complain, not valid. Okay. This minimum period is not there for Minimum Wages Act. Okay. You can go to the labor court, or authority means labor commissioner, assistant labor commissioner, whoever. Again, here also labor court, tribunal, labor commissioner, any of that you can go to. Registers, important. According to the Payment of Wages Act, you should maintain a wage register and a payment receipt, and payment receipts should be there. Payment of Wages Act. Minimum Wages Act, please maintain wage register and attendance register. Okay. And according to the Bonus Act, so here itself we have already have four, right? According to the Bonus Act, what should be there? Maintain records of surplus. How did you computation means calculation of bonus and payment. So all of these should be there. Documents should be there. Okay. And these documents should be available for inspection. These documents should be available for inspection when the authorities, the inspectors, the labor commissioner, whoever asks for it. Okay. And penalties, I'm not, you, two things you need not do: learn the exact penalties, since it is the day before the exam, the exact penalties, and uh, particular sections. You don't mention the particular sections if you're finding it difficult, but please don't make mistakes with the particular provisions. Okay, I hope you will keep these things in mind regarding these three acts. The other social security acts, maybe we'll do it in another video. That was all in this one. I hope this was clear. Any doubts you have, please come back to me or put it in the LMS itself.